This is the INEOS Grenadier. You might know the INEOS name if you're an F1 fan. INEOS is the chemical company that provides all the fuel for F1 racing, founded by billionaire Jim Ratcliffe. When Ratcliffe first dreamed of this car, he did it at his favorite pub in London, the Grenadier. The Grenadier that we see today fulfills all those dreams that Ratcliffe had. It's boxy, it's large, and it can be accessorized to do anything and everything you want a true off-roader to do. Priced at about $76,000 for the entry-level model and mid-$80,000 for the 1924 edition. If you start to add all of those options and accessories, the price can go up to $100,000. Ratcliffe hired some of the brightest people in the automotive industry to build the Grenadier. BMW provides the turbo 6-cylinder engine that powers this, and it generates 282 horsepower and 331 pound-feet of torque. INEOS also went to notable components maker ZF or ZF to provide a lot of the components, including the transmission. The exterior starts with BF Goodrich all-terrain tires that keep it at a lofty level. It has a really high ground clearance, and that's why it can ford up to 41 inches of water. Also notable are the fog lights and the headlights. They're round and iconic. Starting the INEOS Grenadier is very old school. You actually have to use a key. It's also very novel and very innovative. The look and feel of the front cabin is not really what you might have seen in other old school SUVs. In fact, there's no driver display here. There's a tiny little screen here. This is a pedestrian or bicyclist horn, which is very different than the horn you might need to signal an oncoming car, which is much louder. There is a center screen. This is where you're going to find your speed and other driver feedback details. The reason this is over here and not in front of the driver is to keep the driver's view wide and open and unobstructed by screens or other things. The most iconic thing about the INEOS Grenadier, though, is all the switchgear. It starts at the command center here, it is on the center console here, and then it actually, like the cockpit of an airplane, is on the ceiling as well. The 1924 edition is notable for not only the partnership with Bell staff, but there are only 1,924 models built. Ours is number one of those 1,924. And inside, you'll see there are some key details that show us that it's the Bell staff edition. You can get rock rails that act as a running board for getting into the INEOS Grenadier. This is a tall car. It seats 5 passengers. The rear seat is very comfortable. And if you need to, these seats fold down for extra cargo space. On the rear of the INEOS Grenadier, there's a lot to see. There's a tow hitch. This can tow up to 7,700 pounds. There is a ladder on the rear door for accessing the roof rails. And then it is a dual opening rear door. So it has this very iconic push button door handle. And the small door opens for easy access to things in the cargo area. But if you need access to the entire cargo area, it's really easy to just pull it open, and it opens nice and wide. The Grenadier is available in 4 different trims for now. There is the station wagon, the Fieldmaster, the Quartermaster, which is a pickup truck, and this one, the 1924 edition. With the huge secondary market that there's been for Land Rover Defenders, it's not a surprise that someone came up with something like the Grenadier. It is everything that you imagine that the Land Rover Defender was and could be, and then so much more. That cockpit style, switchgear, the ruggedness, and all its capability makes it truly a bucket list car.